We have a lot to cover in this episode. We must speak regarding the partnership between Ripple and the Bank of England, as the latter recently made a significant announcement. Gary Gensler will speak about this. We are going to discuss XRP. We will receive an update from Pop regarding the ongoing squeeze. Pop is going to tell us something. I'll show you a little stuff from Pop, but our main focus will be on XRP and volume. We examine the market because, as you may recall, we are approaching the $2 trillion tipping point. We are close, and we have a lot on our plates. To be honest with you, people are saying that Bitcoin is at a turning point where it's either do or die. Since Bitcoin reached $30,000 and has surged up to $5, I've been hearing it's do or die. Music, it has increased by 4.38% over the last day to $51.70274 to USDT, which is the dollar peg, with USDC remaining at 99 cents and XRP at a mean, thin 53 cents. Overall, it is up 1.8%. Bitcoin market capitalization, I asked someone in my Discord earlier, and they replied, $1,957 billion now. What does that mean? Money has moved out of the stablecoins and into the cryptocurrency market because investors are anticipating a pump when the stablecoins go below low on their pegs. When we observe these stables going above and beyond what that implies, they're attempting to make some gains. Because investors don't think there will be a crash or correction, or because they are simply waiting for that time, money is flowing out of these cryptocurrencies and into stables. And time to load up on an alternative coin, therefore, all indications things are looking so good right now. Naturally, our response will be, let's see. What awaits us at the weekly closing? Let's wait and see what the February monthly cloth has in store for us, but as of right now, Bitcoin appears to be in good shape. It looks fantastic, you know? Surpassed 2 trillion, I'm going to declare that the bull run has begun. Jack released this. We have discussed this and are aware of it. However, everything here contributes to a larger image. Since Ripple was obtained through conventional custody, what is the larger picture? There is a larger play, of course, and I tweeted about it previously. I visit my profile now. Permit me to continue scrolling. This is where it's mentioned down here, correct? NL released this here. Never overlook. The members of the board of directors who are under standard custody are the targets of memory acquisition by Ripple. They intend to purchase the agreement. Hasn't been processed, you know. The regulators must still approve it. This is Tim Keeney, and he sits in stand-in custody of global institutional assets. He is in charge of 25% of those assets. All of them might be using XRP. Ledger, particularly in the context of discussing cross-currencies and eliminating these no-volar accounts, it makes no sense for you to be able to send an email across international borders in 3 seconds. I'm Gary Gensler, but for some strange reason, you are unable to donate money at this time. He claims that although Bitcoin is talking about cryptocurrency laws, it is not decentralized. Since it's decentralized, it makes a difference, which adds to its appeal, but you can't have a model central bank. It's not all that dispersed. Although I see your point regarding the ETFs, they are decentralized. Considering the history of finance's tendency towards centralization, what do we have? A few cores, 3 to 6, that comprehend so-called cryptocurrency, but the asset itself, how you are familiar with the market, that's the ledger's operation. How is it now? How often do you have viewers who say, I want to invest in something because of the way the books and records are kept on your show? Joe, truly, it's just an accounting ledger. It's smart, it's larger than anything else that everyone has and prevents double counting. That's why it's nearly unchangeable. People believe that you trust it more than an Oracle database, or that you trust consistency over deviation. Oh, Gensler, a little heat is building up there, but you know what benefits him? He's retaliating, but ultimately, if he was going to take any action against Bitcoin, he wouldn't be doing it now. These ETFs would never have been authorized. The institutions are here, and it's too late. Ethereum is going to arrive as well. They won't take any action about Ethereum. That appears to be the case. That's what the picture is depicting. Since they won't take any action, others who oppose XRP should know that it is the only cryptocurrency asset in the US with rules. Let's go forward, people. The genie is no longer in the bottle, yet. Returning to Pop, it's fascinating to note that BlackRock has raised $5 billion in its position. For context, consider that 80% of the Bitcoin in circulation has not changed over the last 6 months. That means that BlackRock has acquired 2.5% of all tradable Bitcoin in less than 5 weeks. This is absurd. Is it not possible to envision the outcome? When Bitcoin is no longer being dumped on markets by Galaxy Digital is the only company that, based on how much they are selling and how much they have to sell, I can tell you right now that they have the only potential to crash the price of Bitcoin. They are moving out of Bitcoin entirely and into the stables that I was speaking with. Yesterday, there was someone extremely high on the totem pole. He's a really intelligent guy. You know, they want to be a-holes about it, and if they want to be sensible, they want to see this market crash. They will gradually unload their baggage if they prosper and thrive. That's all there is to it. That's a lot of control to think about. People, Lewis Jackson published this. Contributes to a larger project. Image I use here. A new core settlement engine from the Bank of England will be introduced this year, offering a more inventive, adaptable, and robust system. The new core settlement engine's monetary and financial stability will be supported by the sterling settlement system. How on earth could someone remember this Bank of England? Ripple investigates synchrony. Payment settlement with the Interledger protocol. I used to show you this picture all the time if you recall. Perhaps I should return it tomorrow. The ILP scything through the XRP ledger in the morning's video to obtain all the money in the world. Set standard custody at 25% of all institutional funds worldwide. The Ripples almost all U.S. states offer money transfer licenses for buying them up. 40 Does anyone else see, out of the 50 states, what is happening? Or is it just me? To include these outrageous theories in the program? When I say 2 and 2, you know what I mean. I try not to be too dramatic. When I add 1 and 1, we get 2, thus, altogether, it gets 4. I find this to be quite straightforward. 1 plus 2 appears to equal 3 a.m. Am I correct, or am I incorrect? It appears as though the ABC has been recreated. That's how to put it simply. Is Ripple employed by the English bank? For what reason did they act in such a way? Why has the Bank of England been testing Ripple, and why has it paid for services from Ripple as a vendor? Is the Bank of England searching for a core settlement engine? He wants to let you know when the show gets cramped with the XRP volume. Commences, taking a look at the history, the XRP volume being compressed, and what transpires. Then, we head off to the race. Look over here. How does the volume of XRP change? Squeezed, what do you suppose will happen after the races we're scheduled to attend? You can overcome everything. You are free to discuss XRP negatively if you so choose. All you desire, but there isn't any conflict. Where this is heading, and you understand our current task is the simplest of all. This bad guy is going to explode, it's going to blow, so all we can do is sit on our hands and hold him. The cryptocurrency C markets will be rocked, and Dark Defender predicted that the low point for crypto cap supremacy occurred in July 2014. Our aim is 26% of the peak, which reached a high of 20.69% in 2021. The market value is 14% of this. The bottom was 1.11% in June 2025. People, can you imagine recalling we showed you yesterday the tweet from someone who said, listen, we thought Bitcoin was going to be like 200 to 250,000 now if all the ETFs now if the supply is getting cut in half now if the demand from all these institutions and the ETFs that the Bitcoin network can't keep up with the demand right now. Believes that the entire market capitalization will exceed $10 trillion in dollars. Trillion is a realistic estimate in this case. I had it 4 to 7. And where are we if the Bitcoin market cap reaches over $10 trillion? XRP will be 1 trillion out of 10 trillion 100%, or $20 XRP. Are you ready? Are you prepared? You must be ready, therefore, have your escape strategy ready. People take note, this will happen when it does. It will arrive at the heated scene. It will strike quickly and with great force. It will be necessary for you to know when to leave and when the finest moment is to do so.